We are finally back in AHHQ in sunny Orlando, Florida after traveling overseas for a few weeks. It's probably the second most popular day in America on this beautiful Friday. And finally, guess how many million people visited Disney last year alone?
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Graney here with America Homes. And as I mentioned, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon here in sunny Orlando, Florida. And it's definitely been a couple of weeks since my last Coffee with Chris update, but we're back. Actually, we've been on the road for the past couple of months, actually, when it comes down to it, traveling back and forth from the UK and Ireland, between doing a Place in the Sun in Manchester in March. Then we did a Place in the Sun in London at Olympia just a couple of weeks ago. But we also covered a lot of other territories, such as Dublin, Cork, Belfast, Twickenham, and Birmingham as well, too, for Private Expos. That just went tremendously. And we have more and more fantastic clientele than ever, and more people are fortunately learning about the America Homes brand as well as the fantastic exclusive properties that we offer. Now, as I mentioned briefly in the intro, it's probably the second most popular day in America outside of the 4th of July, in my opinion, because it's National Donut Day, and obviously Americans need to eat more sugar, fat, and donuts. So if you go to a lot of the local donut and bakery shops around here, such as Dunkin' Donuts and all the little mom and pop joints, you actually get free donuts because that's what we do here in America. We love our burgers, donuts, and baseball. So, but with that set aside real quick, everything is just going tremendous right now in Florida. The housing market is just growing day by day. It's actually up 12% in home sales alone and 8% in median value since last year. The median home value right now in Orlando is up to $175,000, which, just so you know, for comparison, in August of 2010, we're at the bottom of the market. It was just $99,000. So you're talking in a matter of 5 years or so, it's gone up nearly 60%. And not only that, but when you look at the foreclosure market, it's gone up even more than that. So the housing market is on a great boom right now. Unemployment is at a low of 5.1%. Median household incomes are up. So everything is looking great. So with that set aside, Disney and obviously all of the theme parks that are a huge enterprise here in Orlando, which everybody knows about, they do their annual reporting. All of the local theme parks, Universal, SeaWorld, Disney, they all release their numbers of how many people visited last year. And between the 4 theme parks at Disney last year in 2014, 51.4 million people visited. That's obviously just counting Disney. That's Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. So that's a 4% increase from 2013. So obviously tourism is consistently growing as well too. And just for comparison, Universal Studios had only 8.5 million visitors last year, but that's actually a 17% increase from the year before because they added a lot of new attractions such as the Harry Potter, the train ride, obviously the couple of new resorts. So they're bringing in a lot of more tourists to Universal specifically alone too. So fortunately they're doing great as well. One of the huge things that they just announced actually this week as well, too, that you should know about is the Lake Buena Vista outlets that a lot of people have been to. If you've been to Orlando and you've visited Disney, one of the things on your to-do list is take advantage of the retail shopping that is available here. There's 2 big outlet centers, obviously one on International Drive and one in Lake Buena Vista, and they're actually expanding with a $22 million expansion, 11 acres, 110,000 square feet, more and more retail shopping. I really don't know how many more stores they could possibly fill there because there's already hundreds of different stores, but you know, you can never have enough pairs of Nikes and enough swim trunks here in sunny Florida, especially come the summertime. So every single day there's more and more breaking news about this being built and that being built, and a new company coming in town for different purposes, not just from tourism, but the hospitality industry is obviously doing very well, but the medical industry is booming. Actually, the technology and the software industry is very popular in Orlando. Not a lot of people know about that, but Apple is building a warehouse over by the University of Central Florida, as well as all of the big companies that are building on Sanford on the technological corridor, we call it as well too. So a lot of stuff is being built here, not just from the tourism industry. So that's fueling the economy big time here, and everybody's kind of benefiting. Finally, be sure to stay tuned next week for when we release 2 new properties. One of them being a brand new off-plan development just 10 minutes from Walt Disney World in Davenport, Florida. And the other actually being in Davenport as well, too. A beautiful 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhome that was built in 2007 that's actually available for about 60% below the previous value. Perfect for holiday purposes and especially investment as well. So, with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please feel free to reach me with any questions that you might have, chris@americahomesllc.com, or feel free to give us a ring at 407-530-3305. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.